Friends, today I will be discussing on how to make your children more intelligent. More specifically, I will be talking about how to make your children good in their studies. Mind it, I am not an intelligent man, but I know the techniques work. So today my focus will be on not only to make them good in their studies, but also to make them to shape them up as good human beings. It is thought that intelligence is an inherited trait. Yes, to some extent it is true. But apart from the inherited part, the environment or the outside also greatly influences your intelligence. You have noticed that many parents are not intelligent in certain aspects, but their child may excel in that particular field. Though I personally believe enhancing our intelligence hardly benefits our world. It is only what genuinely matters, whether we are good or bad, not our intelligence. And I consider every person to possess one or the other kind of natural intelligence. Many of us either do not get the opportunity or are not noticed. For example, before the introduction of cricket in India, many youths might have possessed brilliant batting, bowling, or fielding talents, but who noticed? Now, let the philosophy apart. In the practical world, being intelligent or good in studies is beneficial for yourself. Here I will tell you some simple techniques for improving your intelligence in your studies. It is equally applicable to any adult too. It means if your child is a mediocre on, do not get disheartened. You still have enough time to make a strong foundation for him or her. Now, the first thing you have to inculcate a growth mindset into the mind of your child, a confidence that I can be smarter, a belief that if I train my brain, I can improve further and even I can achieve the top. Like training in the gym can make a thin person grow six packs, some particular training can make you smarter and more intelligent. If the parents or the trainers are sincere and have time, your child has the opportunity. You will find many children automatically grow concentration in their studies. Actually, it is not the case. Very rarely, children are automatically attracted to studies. They get the proper environment, or an environment is deliberately created which makes them attracted towards books. You can ask a good student what inspired or what stimulated them to study. You will find there were some desires, some motivations, some stimulus they have received from somewhere or something at the right time. You keenly observe your child in who is he or she is more interested. If they are attracted to something and give their energy patiently, there is a high probability that they can excel in that field. See, if the attraction is a oval or genuine, if that something is not a useful activity, then the attraction is called distraction. If you feel watching cartoons or TV or playing with toys most of the time is not useful, then you have to create an atmosphere where they get fewer opportunities for these activities. The next thing is that you should make sure your child learns the language very well. In the initial years, most emphasis must be given to learning the language, the mother tongue or whichever language is the medium of instruction. Allow them to study storybooks or novels. If one learns a language very clearly, his brain is ready to understand many subjects science, math, history, all. Language is actually a science, not an art as we generally think. You should play with them spelling games, word making games, sentence correction games, etc. As a teacher, before teaching a new lesson, always tell the summary first in very simple language. Tell some interesting things to create attention. This is a difficult task. All teachers do not know this simple technique. Just think, many uninteresting chapters we still reminisce about only because some of our great teachers taught us so interestingly. So you have to observe whether your child is liking the teaching style of the teacher or not. Some students learn better from books than from a physical teacher. Your child can grow more concentrated towards study if you or the trainer is a good listener. Sometimes be the student of your child, not a very strict teacher. But remember, you have to be a genuine listener. If you are a fake listener, it will not work. You ask your child to teach you what things he or she has learned. Ask to read a story he or she loves or any other topic. During listening, you can ask related questions to show that you are interested in the subject. If there is confusion, you both can search Google and find the answer. It will help your child learn new things without feeling any pressure. Admire your child that he or she is a good teacher. An honest appreciation makes you feel inspired and motivated. Admire your children in front of others for their genuine quality. Never use a fake appraisal, as many parents are seen to do. It will spoil them. Do not kill your child's whole time for the homework. Do not bother much about the homework. If they learn the language very well and are attracted to books, then is in a single day they can learn 2 3 chapters very easily. But if the concentration is not grown, doing homework regularly won't help. Note that your child should get enough rest and good sleep. At least 8 hours of sleep in a day is required for the proper functioning of the brain. Now, correlate their study topic with practical things. For example, when your child learning summation and subtraction, just do the summation in front of them to check whether the grocer has cheated you, or ask your child to check the summation. Sometime ask your children to measure the length of the room or chair, table, whatever, the weight, height, and then go up step by step, multiplication, division, and so on. Give your children space and do respect their privacy. Give them as much freedom in good activities. Good activities don't mean religious activities. Don't force them on a religious or social activities which they do not understand. Make their brain as rational as possible, but continue to put them under positive stress. Be free with your children. Using slang occasionally is not a very bad thing to do. Do not put them under negative stress. If your child is obtaining mediocre marks, do not pressurize him or her to be the topper. Just give him or her small target. encourage them, narrate some success stories in a positive way. Do not be very critical or negative of your children for their failures, though it is the toughest job for a parent. Now, if you have money, do not try to fulfill all the demands of your children all the time. Let them feel the scarcity. Let them cry. Crying will make them realize the challenges. So, artificially deprive your children for some time. Remember, continuous deprivation acts as negative stress. It has been found in research that children of strict mothers are good at their studies. Actually, the strict mothers also love their children very much, give them freedom in many other things, and encourage them. They are good listeners also. Hence, strict mothers are actually the positive stress. We love to learn from those whom we love.